Week number 4, back at home. The Houston Texans will be hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers this week from NRG Stadium. And obviously the first 3 weeks for the Houston Texans have been absolutely god-awful. I mean, it's been probably the worst 3-week start in the history of the NFL. And you know, the Texans have a chance to rewrite those wrongs, I guess. CJ Stroud obviously has had a rough start. Also, he is, I believe, the second leading passer in the NFL, just because, again, that is a product of us being down by so much and us having to throw the football late into games because we're already down by 40 points. And John Mechie also is having a phenomenal season in his true rookie year in the NFL, considering he did not get to play last season. So Mechie and Stroud, numbers-wise, are really good. And obviously, you can't really blame John Mechie for the start of this season. You can kind of put the blame on CJ Stroud. And obviously, Stroud's going nowhere. Mechie's going nowhere. But that's just kind of how we look for the future of this team. Those are how those two guys are playing. Will Anderson has been real silent. I think he has 1 sack, if we're being real. So we're trying to reverse our fortunes here tonight, playing this Pittsburgh Steelers team, which of course is led by their second-year quarterback out of the University of Pittsburgh and Kenny Pickett. They are 2-1, and Kaimi Fairbairn will kick things off here in week number 4. That one is back, and it's going to be a touchback. So coming out for the Pittsburgh Steelers is the aforementioned Kenny Pickett. Number 8 for the Pittsburgh Steelers will make the start here tonight, like he has in his last 10 or so games as a member of the Steelers. Will be a 3rd and 7 for Pittsburgh. Pickett dropping back. We've seen how much the Texans defense has struggled, but right off the bat, there is going to be an interception by Desmond King. King's going to get the Texans the football right away. Probably the best start we've had to any game so far, and out comes CJ Stroud. Now, the stats are absolutely god-awful. If you look at them, 2 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 781 yards. It's not good. 56 for 126 throwing the football, but the Texans immediately insert themselves into the red zone. It's going to be a inside zone to Devin Singletary. Singletary's going to get 14. The Texans, just like that, are down to the 1-yard line. They could have their first lead of the season right here, and that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be a handoff to Dameon Pierce. Pierce is going to get into the end zone. It's going to be 7-0 for Houston, thanks to Pierce's rushing touchdown. So Pittsburgh will get the football back on a 2nd and 1. Pickett goes play action fake. Najee Harris, obviously the running back for this team, and he's going to find George Pickens. Does Kenny Pickett. He spots up, catches the football. Pittsburgh's got it now down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 7 for Pickett, dropping back, looking to throw to his right. That ball's picked off again. Desmond King with his 2nd interception of the game, and King's going to take it all the way back to the house. 14-0 for the Houston Texans, thanks to Desmond King's 2nd pick of the night just in the first quarter. And again, Houston up 14-0 thanks to the pick 6 for Desmond King. And obviously Pickett, you know, hasn't been playing to the level of a Lamar Jackson or a Tyler Huntley or even Anthony Richardson, guys who have played us in the past. I mean, Trevor Lawrence probably had the best success against this Texas defense. Pickett already with 2 interceptions and finds himself in a 14-0 hole, but he's going to go to his number 14 in the star receiver in George Pickens. Pittsburgh has got it down to the 24. It's a play action fake for Pickett, looking to throw to his right. Desmond King is lurking, but there is George Pickens yet again. NFL young boy has got it down to the 3-yard line at 2nd and goal for Pittsburgh. It's going to be a handoff to Najee Harris. He's going to break a tackle, and Najee Harris is going to get into the end zone. The Pittsburgh Steelers make this a 14-7 game thanks to the rushing touchdown by Najee Harris. Houston now back with the football, up by 7 though. Handoff to Devin Singletary on a 3rd and 2 is going to be more than enough for the first down. The Texans are now down to the 40-yard line. It will be a 2nd and 8 from that 42. Stroud dropping back, looking to throw, scrambling to his right. Stroud on the run. He should have the first. He won't. TJ Watt is going to get to him. It'll be a 3rd and inches. Let's see if Houston can convert here. Here we go. Stroud hands off to Dameon Pierce, and Cameron Hayward is all over it. Houston faces a 4th and 2, and they're going to go for it, because why not? We've got nothing to lose. Stroud finds Devin Singletary, and Singletary is going to make his way past the first down marker. He does get injured on the play, and it is an injury that will take Singletary out for the rest of the game. However, he'll be back for next week, and that's another thing we have to look at. Potential trades for Devin Singletary. Teams are offering us trades for Singletary, considering, I mean, this guy, Dameon Pierce, just took one for a big gain of, 24? Pierce is obviously the running back of the future for this Texans team, and Singletary is more of a guy, again, who just take the load off him at some points, but we'll see what we can do with him. 14-7 for the Texans going into the 2nd quarter. So a 2nd and 14 for the Texans. Stroud out the gun, scrambling to his right. He will evade the pressure. Stroud now looking to run. He will have space. CJ Stroud will get the Texans down to the 4-yard line. It is a gain of 16 right there for the Texans. 1st and goal for Houston. Handoff Dameon Pierce, and Pierce will have his 2nd touchdown of the game. The Houston Texans have made this now a 21-7 ball game, Thanks to good defense, good offense, and an all-around great package so far. Again, a lot of football left to play, though, and here come the Pittsburgh Steelers, and you know how quickly this Houston Texans defense can collapse. I mean, there's an easy gain of 11 right there for Najee Harris, but if we can just limit the damage on defense, maybe get some stops in the red zone. We don't do that often at all. I mean, we rarely force teams to kick field goals because all they're doing is taking or getting touchdowns. So, you know, if we can limit the end zone appearances for our opponents, that would really go a long way. But again, here come the Steelers on a 3rd and 4 to the 48-yard line. Really like to get them off the field instead. There is a first down completion to, I do believe, Pat Freiermuth to the 34-yard line. So Pittsburgh's driving again, 3rd and 5. Another 3rd down. Can Houston get them off the field? They cannot. First down for Pittsburgh down to the 5-yard line. Pickett is slowly, actually I should say quickly, racking up those yards for the Steelers. 3rd and goal, handoff Najee Harris. However, he's stuffed at the 1-yard line. So Pittsburgh's going to go for it on a 4th and goal. Huge play right here. No Najee in the game. It's Jalen Warren instead. And Deontay Johnson drops the football in the end zone. Houston's going to get it back from the 1-yard line. 2nd and 8. Likely, are we going to have a 99-yard drive? Probably not, because we're the Houston Texans. However, if we can just get out of our own end zone, maybe make the punt a little bit more manageable, we can be in an even better spot. Now, it's not great when you're talking about trying to get better field positioning on punts, but there's Cole Beasley, his first catch of the night right there on the out route. Stroud having a solid game so far, and I mean solid because he hasn't thrown an interception yet. 2nd and 5 for Houston. I probably just jinxed it. Stroud going to work his way around the field. He's going to come back and run. What an effort by CJ Stroud. He'll pick up the first down. He's got 5 carries for over 40 yards. Houston's down to the 29-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. He will find Dalton Schultz. Schultz will have the first down to the 44-yard line. So again, a 2-minute drill here for the Texans, but a 3rd and 10. Stroud stepping up, looking to run. He will be short of the first down marker. It is a 4th and 1 for the Texans here from the 47-yard line. It's a play action fake for Stroud. He will boot to his right. TJ Watt's right on him. Nothing you can do. It's unfortunate. Stroud in the first half, 42 yards is not ideal, but the biggest part right now of this half is to keep the Steelers out the end zone. I mean, I feel like it's a given because the way our defense plays, they're likely going to at least get into field goal range. But if you can keep them out the end zone, then again, you make it a 21-10 game. It's not as bad. Denzel Perriman cannot get the tackle of Najee Harris right there on the screen. It would have helped us a lot because it would have kept Pittsburgh at the 42-yard line. Instead, they pick up 11 and get to the 30. 40 seconds to go. Pickett once again looking to throw. There's Pat Freiermuth on a corner route. Freiermuth down to the 12-yard line. It will be a 3rd and 6 from the 8-yard line. Pickett drops back. It's an intended screen route. He'll throw it out the back of the end zone. Nothing happening right there for Pittsburgh. They're going to take their field goal, and that was the exact goal basically we set for that drive. 3 points, we're happy. That's exactly what happened. Score 21-10 going into the second half. The Texans are looking decent right now. Again, you got to hold this lead though going into the 3rd quarter. And Houston does start for the football here in this 3rd quarter. CJ Stroud on a 3rd and 1 will find Dameon Pierce in the backfield. Probably our longest pass of the night, honestly. We haven't been throwing the football that much, or at least, well, we haven't been completing many passes. That's every game, but still, Stroud has got him down to the 37-yard line, still incorporating the pass game. John Mechie's going to get into the fold right here with a big gain down to the 25. Again, Houston now down to the 25-yard line. It's going to be a boot for CJ Stroud to the left, and he will go to John Mechie down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal for Houston. Dameon Pierce looking for rushing touchdown number 3 of the day, and he is going to get it. So the Houston Texans extend their lead over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, Dameon Pierce's 3rd rushing touchdown of the night puts it on Pittsburgh. Your new score, of course, with Houston on top, 28-10. But again, you know this Texans defense and the offense can be shaky at times. And here comes Pittsburgh yet again. Pat Freiermuth will take the Steelers down to the 27-yard line. It'll now be a 3rd and 4 from the 21-yard line. Pickett going to look over the middle, and he will find Deontay Johnson. Johnson down to the 5-yard line. It will be a gain of 16 for Pittsburgh. And just like that, they're trying to erase basically that last Dameon Pierce touchdown, and they will. Najee Harris is going to get into the end zone. So it will be an 11-point game, 17-28. Now our score. 4 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Houston will be getting the football back. CJ Stroud has kept the football away from the Steelers defenders in this game, and yeah, right there, that's not going to happen. Looks for John Mechie on a streak route. Instead, it is picked off by the former Miami Dolphin in Minkah Fitzpatrick, and Minka's going to break 3 tackles, and he's going to find himself into the end zone. It is going to be an interception for a touchdown for the Steelers, and just like that, they've made this a 5-point game. Again, we will wait for the 2-point conversion to see if Pittsburgh can't make it a 3-point game. So here they are, Pickett dropping back from under center, and he will find a wide open Pat Freiermuth. We are playing 5 yards off the ball on a 2-point conversion, but don't ask me why. We'll get the football back on a 3rd and 14 from our own 22-yard line, up by 3 points. Stroud will look, and he will throw yet another interception, looking for Dalton Schultz. That ball will be picked off by Levi Wallace, and Pittsburgh gets it back now, instantly back deep into Texans territory on a 3rd and 6. We can get him off the field instead. Again, Shaquille Griffin going to play off the football there, and George Pickens will come back on the curl route and pick up the first down. So Pittsburgh's got it at the 6, 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, and that ball's going to be picked off. Denzel Perriman, I don't know where Kenny Pickett was going on that throw, but we will take it. It's a mistake earlier in the game by C.J. Stroud, followed by a mistake by Kenny Pickett. Houston gets the football back going into the 4th quarter, up by 3. Our score, 28-25 for the Texans. So on to the 4th quarter, 3rd and 7 for C.J. Stroud, trying to keep the offense on the field, and he will thread the needle, going to the former Alabama receiver in John Mechie. Mechie's got the first down to the 43, a huge conversion right there for the Texans offense. 3rd and 5 for Stroud, again trying to keep the offense on the field. He will find Cole Beasley underneath, and Beasley, who was just added 2 weeks ago to this team, has got a first down. Back in Pittsburgh territory to the 45. Stroud looking to throw. He'll look for Dalton Schultz. Schultz will be short of the marker at the 38. It's a 4th and 3, up by 3. Here comes the Texans offense trying to convert. Stroud will find Robert Woods. It is Woods' first catch of the night for 7 yards. He's completely been stagnant on offense tonight, but it's a first down for Houston. But after a holding call at 2nd and 19, but C.J. Stroud once more will find John Mechie. It will be a 3rd and 1 for Houston. Stroud will give it to Dameon Pierce, but Pierce cannot get the first down. It will be a 4th and 1 for the Texans that, of course, keep the offense on the field once more, and C.J. Stroud will just keep it on a QB sneak, and he will pick up the first. So again, Houston trying to go up by 2 scores with 4 and change left to play. John Mechie will have another first down, gain of 11 down the 8-yard line. 1st and goal becomes a 3rd and goal for Houston. Stroud looking to throw, scrambling to his right. He'll barely get it off to John Mechie. Most important thing right there is keeping the football, kicking the field goal. But again, it is a 6-point game, and the door is definitely left open here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. A 6-run lead for Houston gives Pittsburgh the football back with 2:30 left to go, and Kenny Pickett will go over the top. He will find his receiver for the first down, a lot more, all the way down to their own 49-yard line. Here comes Pittsburgh. Final play for the 2-minute warning. Pickett looks on the seam route. He will find Deontay Johnson. Our linebackers just aren't quick enough to catch up. It'll be a first down to the 25. Here comes Pickett to his left. 3rd play, 3rd first down. That doesn't look like George Pickens was in bounds, but we don't have any challenges, so we can't do anything. 1st and 10 for Pickett from the 14-yard line. He will find Najee Harris on a Texas route, and Harris gets straight into the end zone. And that's why you wanted to score in the last drive if you're Houston. Instead, 32-31 our score for the Steelers. 1:45 left to play. C.J. Stroud rolling to his right. He will find John Mechie, and Mechie will have the first down to the 43. 3rd and 10, though, for Houston. Stroud again finds John Mechie to the 41-yard line. This will be a 58-yarder for Kaimi Fairbairn. However, the Texans get it down to the 32-yard line. Really now in a field goal range. A first down can do it since we can run up the clock, but C.J. Stroud misses John Mechie on a wide open pass. We'll have to kick the field goal with Kaimi Fairbairn. He's going to hit. It's a 49-yarder, but again, we kept the Steelers in the game, and here you go. They just got to get into field goal range with 30 seconds, and there's George Pickens down instantly into Texans territory. Our secondary's got no answers. We have zero response to the receiving core and just Kenny Pickett in general. Pickett dropping back, deep shot, Pat Freiermuth wide open. Jalen Petrie not even close. Pittsburgh's got to the 15-yard line. We're going to try to let them score because we can't win at this point. George Pickens is going to get down to the 5. We're going to call a timeout. Again, we want Pittsburgh to score the football right here just so at least we have a chance to go down the field and score. Pickett looking, Najee Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. I mean, okay. We've already dug ourselves into a deep enough hole. Again, we were up by, 20-something earlier in this game. We've got 13 seconds, down by 5, in need of a touchdown. Stroud looking for Dameon Pierce, and that ball's picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. It'll be Fitzpatrick's 2nd interception of the night, and that's going to do it. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to go on the road. They will go to 3-1 with a road victory over the Houston Texans here at NRG Stadium. Again, it was an uphill climb from the very start. Actually, no, it wasn't, but the entire season is going to be an uphill climb for the Houston Texans. And now, you have a game where you think you can win, you're in the driver's seat, and you just lose. But again, it should get better. At least we hope. We play 3 NFC South teams. Now coming up next week, we go to Atlanta to take on the Atlanta Falcons, and I think we are at home against the New Orleans Saints, and then I think after that's the bye week, and then we go to Bank of America Stadium over there in North Carolina to take on the Panthers. But for now, again, the Texans are 0-4, but at least we're making strides of improvement. So folks, thank you for watching episode number 4 of the Houston Texans franchise mode here on Madden 24. If you haven't yet, though, make sure that subscribe button down below for more. Again, folks, thank you for watching, and Mamba forever.